ashes in my pocket from everything I used to hold. They don't burn, they don't soften, just quiet dust and something cold. The wind don't care where I've been, it just moves through my skin. And every step I try to take feels like something starts to break. I used to carry photographs folded up in worn-out maps, places where I thought I'd stay or got lost along the way. Now all I got is fragments then of where I was or where I've been. Every memory turned to gray, like it couldn't live that way. The roads don't end, they just decay, like they forget what they should say. And every mile I leave behind still clings somewhere inside my mind. I shake my coat, I clear my hair, but nothing here will understand that everything I tried to keep just turned to dust I cannot leave. I got ashes in my pocket tonight from every wrong I tried to right. No flame left, no fire to start, just pieces of a broken heart. Oh, I tried to let them go, but they follow where I go, and every breath I try to take feels like something starts to break. The town I left don't look the same, like even walls forgotten my name. The doorways lean, the windows stare, like they remember I was there. I trace my steps in faded dirt, like I can measure every hurt, but nothing here can bring me back from the pieces I still lack. The sky turns low, the color fades, like it's ashamed of what it made. And every shadow on the ground feels like it knows what I've found. I try to speak, but nothing comes, just echoes of what I've done. And everything I try to hide turns into ashes I can't hide. I got ashes in my pocket tonight from every wrong I tried to right. No flame left, no fire to start, just pieces of a broken heart. Oh, I tried to let them go, but they follow where I go, and every breath I try to take feels like something starts to break. Along the road where all my silence used to go, but even dust remembers names of everything I can't reclaim. The wind just scatters what I give, like it don't care that I still live. And in the swirl I swear I see the man I used to try to be. But he don't speak, he don't return, just fades the way old embers burn, until I'm left with nothing left but quiet pieces of regret. It ain't the fire that leaves the stain, it's what survives inside the rain. Every ending, every start leaves ashes buried in the heart, and nothing truly disappears, it just reshapes into the years, until you learn to understand you're holding dust within your head. stays cold, and everything I tried to hold just settles deep where no one sees, in ashes, in my memories. Glass on the counter, half gone cold, like every truth I never told. The bottle leans like it can see everything I used to be. The room is quiet, lights run low, like they already seem to know that every lie I've ever tried leaves whiskey stains and alibis. I came in late with shaking hands, dust on boots from broken plans. The bartender don't ask me why, just wipes the truth out of his eyes. There's a name carved in the bar, not mine, but close enough so far, like someone tried to leave a mark, but couldn't do it in the dark. The jukebox hums a dying song, like it knows I don't belong, and every note that drifts and dies feels like whiskey stained goodbyes. I say I'm fine, I say it slow, but the truth don't care what I show, and every breath I try to hide turns into another lie. Whiskey stains and alibis tonight, trying to make wrong feel right. But every drink I try to pour just opens up the truth some more. I tried to drown what I became, but the bottle knows my name, and every sip I can't deny just writes another alibi. The mirror behind the bar looks cracked, like it remembers every act. 1,000 faces I once wore, still staring from the glass and floor. I swear I see him next to me, the man I used to claim to be. But when I blink, he slips away, like he was never meant to stay. The ice melts slow and amber light, like a surrender in the fire, and every drop that hits the wood feels like regret misunderstood. The truth don't shout, it don't complain, it just keeps dropping through the pain. Every excuse I supply just builds another alibi. Whiskey stains and alibis tonight, trying to make wrong feel right. But every drink I try to pour opens up the truth some more. I tried to drown what I became, but the bottle knows my name, and every sip I can't deny just writes another alibi. The bartender finally looks my way, like he's heard every word I say. He says, son, you don't need more, you just keep running from the score. But I just laugh into the glass, like I can make the feeling pass. But truth don't fade, it multiplies, whiskey stains and alibis. Outside the wind begins to creep, like it knows I can't escape. And every step I take toward night feels like surrender dressed in white. It ain't the drink that does me in, it's everything I've hidden in. Every lie I let survive now keeps me barely alive. And alibis don't wash away, they just grow heavier each day. Till every truth I try to rise drowns in whiskey and alibis. Whiskey stains and alibis remain, mixed with memory and pain. No clean slate, no final try, just broken truth and hollow lies. So I tried to drink it all away, but it only made me stay. And every night I can't deny I live in whiskey stains and alibis. Now I don't run, I don't pretend, I just wait for nights to end. No clean escape, no truth to find, just echoes soaked in cheap red wine. And if you ever feel that chill in bars where time just won't sit still, don't trust your drink, don't trust your eyes, you'll drown in alibis. The glass goes dry, the night runs thin, but nothing here is washed of sin. And I remain where truth defies, whiskey stains and alibis. The church bell cracked but never rang, like it forgot the song it sang. The sky turned dark without a sound as I stepped on sacred ground. Black boots heavy, soaked in dust, carrying more than blood and rust. And every step I laid down slow felt like somewhere I shouldn't go. I came back where the old cross stands, half buried deep in broken land. The graveyard leans, the stones decay like time itself just walked away. They said, don't come with what you've done, don't bring that weight, don't bring that gun. But I don't follow what they say, not anymore, not anyway. The chapel door still hangs askew, like it remembers more than you. And every mark along the frame still whispers out my name. The wind don't move, but something does, and all the things I never was. And every breath I try to take feels like a line I shouldn't break. Black boots on sacred ground tonight, dragging sin into the light. No prayer left, no truth to claim, just echoes calling out my name. Oh, I tried to leave it far behind, but you don't outrun your own damn mind. And every step I take resounds like judgment in this hollow ground. The pews are cracked, the altar bare, no mercy left hanging in the air. The book still lies where it once stayed, but every word is slowly shade. I ran my hand across the wood where broken faith once understood that something pure had turned to stone long before I walked alone. A candle flickered faint and thin, like it was tired of holding in the truth behind what's said in prayer and what gets buried under there. The silence pressed against my skin like it knew where I had been, and every step I tried to hide came back louder from inside. Black boots on sacred ground tonight, dragging sin into the light. No prayer left, no truth to claim, just echoes calling out my name. Oh, I tried to leave it far behind, but you don't outrun your own damn mind. And every step I take resounds like judgment in this hollow ground. I walked out back where graves run thin, where nameless bones lie under skin. No crosses left, no flowers bloom, just open earth and endless gloom. I saw a place I knew too well, no marker there, but I could tell that something once had been laid low by hands I wish I didn't know. The dirt sank in beneath my weight like it remembered every fate. And in that moment, cold and clear, I knew exactly why I'm here. It ain't the church that makes it sacred, or the words that men have faked it. It's every truth we choose to hide, and every place we let it die. And every step I thought was free was leading right back here to me, where nothing left can be unbound from black boots on this sacred ground. Like I belong to this cursed ground. Now I don't leave when morning comes. I stand where silence grows and hums. No past to fix, no soul to save, just empty earth and open grave. And if you ever walk this land with something heavy in your hand, don't step too far, don't turn around. Black boots on sacred ground. The bell won't ring, the light won't stay. The truth don't wash, it stains the clay. And I remain where lost is found, in black boots on sacred ground. The road runs out where dusk begins, and silence settles under skin. No sirens howl, no horses ride, just heat waves crawling side to side. The sky looks tired, pale and warm, like justice died before it's born. And every mile I walked alone feels like a verdict carved in stone. I waited where the line was drawn, from dusk until the breaking dawn, with blood still fresh on calloused hands, and no one left to make demands. The wind moved through the empty town, like it was searching up and down for something it could call a name, but nothing ever came. The sheriff's post is rusted shut, like it gave up before the cut, and every badge that used to shine is just a shadow of decline. I heard no wheels, I saw no light, just endless stretch of broken night. And every breath I tried to claim just whispered that the law never came. The law never came for me tonight. No justice, no wrong or right, just empty streets and hollow blame, where even truth forgets its name. Oh, I stood where I should have stayed, but nothing came to be displayed. And every road I try to trace still ends in this forgotten place. The saloon doors hang still and wide, like they're waiting for a tide of voices that will never speak, just dust and wood and something bleak. The wanted poster on the wall still sways but never seems to fall. My face is there but faded slow, like even ink refuses to know. I light a match, it burns too fast, like time is trying not to last. And every flicker shows my sin, then disappears again. The silence presses on my chest, like it's a witness to my rest. And every truth I can reclaim still whispers that the law never came. The law never came for me tonight. No justice, no wrong or right, just empty streets and hollow blame, where even truth forgets its name. Oh, I stood where I should have stayed, but nothing came to be displayed. And every road I try to trace still ends in this forgotten place. I hear my boots against the ground, the only trial I've ever found. No judge, no jury, just the wind deciding what I've done within. The town don't move, it don't respond, like it's already far beyond the need to care, the need to see what's left of guilt inside of me. And in the distance, fading thin, I swear I hear it start again. But when I turn, there's nothing there, just open space and broken air. It ain't the law that makes you clean, it's everything you've never been. And silence doesn't set you free, it just reminds you what you see. And justice don't arrive too late, it simply learns to imitate the absence of what should have came. When the law forgets your name. The law never came, I understand. No saving hand, no final stand, just dust that writes my only name, where even time refuses blame. Oh, I waited there until I knew there was no No badge, no rope, no final claim. Just me and what I can't reclaim. And if you ever cross this land with dust still warm across your hand, don't trust the silence, don't stay long, or you'll learn where the law went wrong. The wind still moves, the dust still stays. The empty town forgets the days, and I remain where truth won't taste. Because the law never came. The river bends where the willows lean, and water black and almost clean. The current hums a wordless tune beneath the dying afternoon. The reed stands still, the air feels wrong, like it's been holding breath too long. And something drifts where light won't send, a body by the riverbend. Across the shore, like it's been here forevermore. The water didn't rush or run, just held the shape of what was done. And every ripple passing through looked like it knew what it once knew. No footprints near, no trail behind, just nature trying not to mind. But even trees refuse to bend when death comes calling round the end. The river don't ask, it don't reply, it just reflects a passing lie. And every truth it chooses sand comes back around the river bend. There's a body by the river bend tonight, where wrong don't scream and wrong don't fight. No name to call, no hand to mend, just silence where the waters end. Oh, I tried to look away and run, but the river knows what's been done. And every step I take, I send myself back to the river bend. The sheriff came with lowered eyes, like he had seen 1,000 lies. He didn't speak, just shook his head, like words were better left unsaid. They pulled ashore with hooked wire through drifting reeds and drowned out fire. But nothing answered, nothing showed, just water keeping what it knows. The townsfolk stood at a distance wide, like they were watching something die. But not surprised, not moved at all, just waiting for the river's call. The current swirled but stayed the same, like it refused to speak a name. And every echo floating through still felt like something I once knew. There's a body by the river bend tonight, where wrong don't scream and wrong don't fight. No name to call, no hand to mend, just silence where the waters end. Oh, I tried to look away and run, but the river knows what's been done. And every step I take, I say Riverbend. I knelt down where the water meets the edge of dirt and cold defeat, and in the reflection I could see something staring back at me. Not anger, not a lie, not gone, just something that keeps moving on, like it was waiting all along for me to know what I'd done wrong. The river didn't change its tone, but I no longer stood alone. And in that stillness, sharp and deep, I felt the river start to keep. It ain't the water, it ain't the shore, it's every choice that came before, every step you choose to bend, until you reach the river's end. And some things don't drift away, they just decide where they will stay. A quiet truth you can't defend. And everybody by the riverbend, there's a body by the riverbend tonight. But I can't tell the dark from light. No justice comes, no peace descends, just water closing all the ends. Oh, I tried to leave, but now I know there's nowhere else the truth can go. And every road I try to set ends here at the riverbend. Now I don't leave when daylight breaks, I stay with all the quiet aches. No past to fix, no truth to mend, just waiting by the riverbend. And if you ever hear the stream calling soft like half a dream, don't answer back, don't pretend, or you'll become the riverbend. The water flows, but never ends. It keeps its secrets, it defends. And I remain where silence bends, beside the body by the riverbend. The ink was dry before I signed, like it knew what it would find. A trembling hand, a desperate mind, and a promise I left behind. The air went cold without a sound, like the world had turned around. And every shadow in the room leaned in close like it knew doom. He didn't look like fire or flame, just a man who knew my name, smiling soft, too calm, too wide, like something hollow lived inside. He said, I can fix what's broken you, all the things you've been through. But his eyes never blinked once, like he'd done this 1,000 times. I asked him what he wanted in return. He said, nothing, you can't afford to burn. And I laughed like I understood, but I never really should. The pen felt heavy in my grip, like it had teeth along its tip. And every word I wrote down fast was something I could never cast back. The devil's deal went wrong that night. No fortune came, no burning light, just silence where the truth should be, and something watching inside of me. Oh, I thought I'd win, I thought I'd gain, but all I own is deeper pain. And every step I try to run still echoes what I've done. look twice, just dust and air and frozen time. The signature still burned my skin like it had crawled itself within. I tried to speak but no sound came, just whispers calling out my name from somewhere not quite far or near, but always standing right here. My reflection didn't match my face, it wore a grin I couldn't place, and every blink it made instead looked just a little more like dead. The ground beneath me didn't shift, it just accepted what I'd gift, and every breath I tried to take was something darker in its wake. The devil's deal went wrong that night, no mercy left, no wrong or right, just empty words I can't undo, and everything that's breaking through. Oh, I thought I'd win, I thought I'd gain, but all I own is deeper pain, and every road I try to run still leads me back to what I've done. I saw him once in crowded streets where no one else would meet his eyes, just standing there in passing light, smiling like he owns the night. He didn't move, he didn't speak, but every fear I tried to keep came rushing back in sudden waves, like I was standing on my grave. And when I blinked, he wasn't there, just winding silence, empty air. But something lingered in his place, like he had carved it in the space. It ain't about a soul you sell, it's every truth you never tell, every line you choose to cross without counting what you lost. And deals like that don't break or fade, they just become the lives you made, till every choice you thought was free is just another part of me. The devil's deal went wrong for me, but not in ways I thought it'd be. No chains, no fire, no final scream, just waking up inside a dream. Oh, I tried to fight, I tried to run, but the ending's already done, and every breath I still belong to the devil's deal gone wrong. Now I don't bargain, I don't pray, I just watch the light decay. No escape, no victory won, just the price of what I've done. And if you ever hear that call from a voice behind the wall, don't answer back, don't play along, or your deal will go wrong. The ink is dry, the night is long, and nothing here feels truly wrong. Just me and everything I've done, from the devil's deal gone wrong. From the devil's deal gone wrong. There's rust on the revolver and dust on my name. The mirror don't answer, it just looks the same. The air feels heavier, like it knows what I've done, and every silence in this room sounds like a loaded gun. Yeah. I found it Feels like something misunderstood, like every step I ever made left something darker in its wake. I tell myself it's just a tool, but still don't care about the rules. And every breath I try to take feels like a choice I shouldn't make. There's rust on the revolver tonight, like time itself gave up the fight. Every turn of the cylinder feels like it's getting closer. Oh, I tried to leave it all behind, but it never left my mind. And every road I've come across still leads me back to what I lost. I see it sitting in my hand, like it's part of some darker plan. Not moving, not alive, not dead, just echoing inside my head. The night leans in through broken blinds, like it's reading between the lines. And every shadow on the wall feels like it's waiting for the call. I hear my heartbeat in the still, like it's deciding what it will. And every second feels too wide, like something's standing on my side. The weight don't shift, it don't release, it only promises no peace. And every thought I try to break just circles back to what I take. There's rust on the revolver tonight, like time itself gave up the fight. Every turn of the cylinder feels like it's getting closer. Oh, I tried to leave it all behind, but it never left my mind. And every road I've come across still leads me back to what I lost. The room goes quiet, even breath feels like it's negotiating death. And in the silence I can see all the things I used to be. Not judgment, not regret alone, just faces carved into the stone of every moment I let slide, until they gathered here inside. The revolver doesn't speak or move, but somehow I still know the truth. It's not the steel that weighs me down, it's everything I never drown. It ain't the metal, it ain't the rust, it's every broken piece of trust. Every line I cross too fast, coming back to make it last. And maybe it was never fate, just choices I accumulated, till every path I tried to run led me back to what I've done. There's rust on the revolver still, but it bends me to its will. Every turn I can't deny feels like I was meant to try. Oh, I tried to be someone new, but there's nothing I can undo. And every road that I survive still ends with what I keep alive. Now I set it back in place, like it never showed its face. But I can feel it in the air, like it never left me there. And if you ever find this room where silence feels a little doom, don't linger long, don't stay too near, or you'll learn what I keep here. There's rust on the revolver still, and it waits without a will. And I remain is cold, the night is thin, like it knows what I'm sinking in. 6 rounds loaded, no place to run, just me and what I've become. The wind don't speak, it only waits, like it's counting down my fate. And every breath I steal tonight feels like it's the final ride. Slow through empty dust, with a heart half broke and a mind gone rust. No church bell rings, no prayers arrive, just silence where the guilty survive. They said, boy, you can't undo all the blood that's tied to you. But I ain't here for mercy's hand, I'm here to finally understand. The town don't move, it holds its breath, like it's watching me meet death. And every step across the ground feels like a hammer sound. I count the shots before they land, like forgiveness needs a hand. But every second pulls me through to what I know I have to do. 6 shots to redemption in the dark, 1 for every broken mark. No heaven waits, no devil calls, just echoes bouncing off these walls. Why try to run from what I am? But I'm the product of my damn, and every bullet left to choose is another chance I lose. The first shot ain't forgiveness found, it's just another hollow sound, a ghost of all I couldn't save, reverberating through the grave. The second burns like memory of every face that couldn't be free, and I feel them standing close tonight, not angry, just out of sight. The third one shakes my steady grip, like it knows what's gonna slip, and every truth I tried to hide starts crawling back inside. The fourth one whispers through my chest, says you were never doing your best, and every lie I ever spun comes undone, one by one. 6 shots to redemption in the dark, 1 for every broken mark. No heaven waits, no devil calls, just echoes bouncing off these walls. I tried to run from what I am, but I'm the product of my damn, and every bullet left to choose is another chance I lose. The fifth goes off, the sky goes still, like it's bending to my will, but I can feel the truth descend. This ain't a start, it's the end. The 6 is warm inside my hand, like it finally understands that redemption ain't a place you find, it's what you leave behind. And in that second sharp and clean, I see everything between what I was and what I'll be, colliding quietly. It ain't the gun that makes it right, it's the truth you face at night. When every shot you try to send don't erase what won't end, and redemption don't arrive when the body's still alive. It's the moment you confess there was never nothing less. 6 shots to redemption in the rain, but nothing ever kills the pain. No mercy comes, no angels fall, just silence taking all. I tried to be something new, but every shot just let me through to every choice I can't undo, and all 6 shots were still me too. Now the barrel's cold, the night is done. No more counting what I've done. Just empty shells and broken sound on unforgiving ground. And if you ever stand like me, with nothing left but what you see, don't trust the gun, don't trust the run. Redemption ain't for anyone. 6 shots fired into the dark, left nothing but a fading mark. And I remain where truth is spun, between the shots I've never undone. The tires hum on broken ground, where heaven don't make a sound. Just dust and heat and fading light, pulling me into the night. The road don't end, it just declines, through crooked trees and crooked signs. And every mile I lose control, feels like it's taking part of my soul. I took this road with no clear plan, just a tired heart and trembling hands. They said don't go where the map runs thin, but I was already deep within. The radio died mid-broken song, like even sound knew something wrong. And every shift of gravel hiss felt like a warning I dismissed. Old bonds lean like they've seen too much, like they remember every touch of those who passed and never came back the same, or back the same. The sky went low, the air went thick, like something waited just to hit quick. And every breath I tried to keep pulled me further down the steep. It's a dirt road to damnation I ride, where truth and shadow coincide. No turning back, no guiding flame, just whispers calling out my name. Oh, I tried to steer away from sin, but the road just pulled me in. And every choice I thought was mine leads me further down the line. Lead further down the line. I passed a sign half-eaten through that read no hope for what you do, but someone carved beneath the rust. Too late for those who lose their trust. The fields were black with burning grass, like something evil came to pass. And every shadow in the haze looked like it knew my final days. A house stood dead beside the bend, no door, no window to defend, just silence heavier than stone, like it was built to take the loan. The wheels kept rolling slow and grim, like I was being dragged within. And every mile I tried to flee just tightened what was chasing me. It's a dirt road to damnation I ride, where truth and shadow coincide. No turning back, no guiding flame, just whispers calling out my name. Oh, I tried to steer away from sin, but the road just pulled me in. And every choice I thought was mine leads me further down the line. Standing in the haze, not moving, just those hollow stares, like versions of me I abandoned, waiting where the road was landing. They didn't speak, they didn't move, just proof of everything I proved. And every step I took before now stood outside that broken door. The road ahead just disappeared, but somehow still I stayed near. Like something deeper made me stay where damnation chose the way. It ain't a place, it ain't a gate, it's every choice we think is fate. Every lie we let survive while we pretend we're still alive. And hell don't always burn or scream, sometimes it looks just like a dream. A road that never lets you turn, but lets you slowly learn to burn. It's a dirt road to damnation, I know, and I can feel there's nowhere to go. No mercy left, no hand to save, just echoes digging every grave. Oh, I tried to fight, I tried to run, but the journey's already done. And every path I thought was free was just the road consuming me. No destination left to find, just endless gravel in my mind. And if you ever hear that sound of tires on forgotten ground, don't follow it, don't chase its call, or you'll lose the road, lose it all. The dust still rises, night still stays. The road don't end, it only plays. And I remain where souls are spun, on the dirt road to damnation done. There's a burn in my throat and a weight in my hand, like two old friends I don't understand. The night sits still, but I ain't numb, just whiskey and a loaded gun. The neon flickers, the clock don't move, like time forgot what it had to prove. And every breath I'm holding in feels like it's balancing on sin. Hey, yeah. Yeah. I walked into that roadside bar with too much past and too many scars. The bartender looked but didn't ask, just poured me something built to last. The bottle spoke in quiet ways of all my nights and wasted days, and every sip brought back a face I tried so hard to just erase. There's a man across the room tonight who thinks he's wrong and thinks he's right, and I can tell just by his stare he don't belong, but neither do I hear. The silence thick between us grows like something only trouble knows. And every move we try to fake feels like a choice we're about to make. It's whiskey and a loaded gun, two ways to face what I've become. One burns slow, one ends it fast, both tied to my past. Oh, I came here just to numb the pain, but it's all still running through my veins. And every road I tried to outrun leads me back to a loaded gun. He stood up slow, the chair scraped loud, like a warning meant to draw the crowd. but no one moved, no one spoke. Just quiet eyes through drifting smoke. He said my name like he knew the truth, like he'd been chasing me since you. And in that moment, cold and clear, I knew exactly why I was here. Oh, the whiskey glass slipped in my grip, like it knew what I'd commit. And every heartbeat hit too loud, like it was calling out to the crowd. My hand went down without a thought to the weight I always brought, and in that still electric air, I felt the end already there. It's whiskey and a loaded gun, two ways to face what I've become. One burns slow, one ends it fast, both tied to my past. Oh, I came here just to numb the pain, but it's all still running through my veins. And every road I tried to outrun leads me back to a loaded gun. The lights went dim, or maybe me. The room bent out of what should be. His face blurred into something else, a mirror I couldn't help. And suddenly it wasn't him, but everything I've kept within. Every regret, every lie, standing there eye to eye. My finger twitched, my breath went still, caught between fate and broken will. And in that space I finally knew there ain't no line I didn't go through. It ain't about who walks away or who survives another day. It's about the weight you choose to bear, and whether you can stand it there. The bottle don't forgive or care, the gun don't ask what's fair. They're just the ends we try to find when we can't outrun our own damn mind. It's whiskey and a loaded gun, and I don't know which one I'll become. A slow decay or a sudden end, or just a truth I won't defend. Oh, I came here thinking I'd decide, but there's nowhere left to run or hide. And every road I thought was done still ends the same, a loaded gun. Now the bar's gone quiet still, like it swallowed up my will. No sound, no shout, no final cry, just something fading by and by. And if you walk through there someday, you might still feel we chose to stay. A bitter taste, a silent hum of whiskey and a loaded gun. The neon dies, the night goes numb, but the weight remains when morning comes. And somewhere lost in what I've done still lingers that loaded gun. The sun went down on broken ground where nothing good was ever found. The wind was sharp, the sky was thin, like it knew what state I'm in. My boots are heavy, my hands are bare, and there ain't no mercy waiting there. just a horizon fading fast, and a name I can't outlast. Said I crossed the line too far, left my mark on every scar. From desert dust to mountain snow, everywhere I used to go. The wanted signs are torn and old, but still they carry what they told of every deed I can't deny, written under blood red sky. I never asked for any grace, just time enough to leave no trace. But every road I tried to ride just brought the law back to my side. I hear the horses in the wind, like judgment crawling from within. And every breath I try to take feels like it's more than I can break. This is the outlaw's final breath tonight. No more running, no more flight, just dust and silence, wrong and right, colliding in the fading light. Oh, I tried to outrun my past, but nothing built is made to last. And every road I try to send just leads me to my final end. I see the ridge where rifles wait, like they already know my fate. No words to speak, no plea to try, just stillness underneath the sky. The canyon echoes what I've done, like every sin weighs one by one. And in the distance, sharp and cold, I hear the story being told. No angel here, no devil near, just everything I used to fear, closing in without a sound on this unforgiving ground. The wind don't care who's wrong or right, it only carries end of night. And every heartbeat in my chest feels like it's asking for its rest. This is the outlaw's final breath tonight. No more running, no more flight, just dust and silence, wrong and right, colliding in the fading light. Oh, I tried to outrun my past, but nothing built is made to last. And every road I try to send just leads me to my final end. I lower down into the dust, where every promise turns to rust, and see the man I used to be standing just in front of me. Not angry, not surprised at all, just waiting for the final fall, like he already understands what slips through broken hands. The rifles crack, the echoes rise, but I don't even close my eyes. Just let the moment come and claim what's left of my forgotten name. It ain't the gun, it ain't the chase, it's every step I can't erase, every mile I chose to run that led me back to what I've done. An outlaw life don't end in peace, it ends in slow and quiet release, where every breath you hold inside becomes the moment you die. This is the outlaw's final breath for me. No more running, finally free, not from the law, not from pain, but from the man I can't reclaim. Oh, I see it now, I understand, there ain't no future for my hand. And every road brought me to my final end. Hey! Now the dust is settling slow, where only broken echoes go. No legend left, no tale to tell, just someone who knew it well. And if you ever ride this land with a heavy heart and a trembling hand, don't chase the ghost that fades to gray, or you'll lose your final day. The wind runs cold, the light runs thin, and silence keeps what's buried in. And I remain where stories end, with the outlaw's final breath, my friend. Hi. The cicadas scream in the southern heat like a warning buried underneath. The air hangs thick, the sky burns red over words that should have stayed unsaid. The road runs long through dust and pine, where the past don't fall behind, and every mile sings soft and sick. The devil waits in Dixie. That line where the state signs fade, with a heart half whole and a debt unpaid. They said don't linger past sundown, and the place is just outside of town. The field stood still like they could see every wrong that followed me, and every porch I passed that night held eyes that vanished out of sight. An old man spoke from a rocking chair, said, son, you best not wander there. But I kept driving through the thick, where the devil waits in Dixie. The radio cracked but didn't play, just whispered things I couldn't say, and every word that slipped between felt like it came from something unseen. The devil waits in Dixie tonight, in the heat, in the dust, out of sight. Every sin you thought was gone finds you where you don't belong. Oh, I tried to leave it far behind, but you can't outrun your own damn mind. And every road I take runs quick back to where he waits in Dixie. I stopped for gas at a rusted pump, where the ground felt wrong beneath my boots. The woman there didn't meet my eyes, just handed change like quiet lies. Her hands were cold, her voice was thin, like she'd seen too much to take me in. And on the wall behind her stood a list of names that never could. I saw mine scratched in faded ink before I even had time to think, and something in me turned too quick toward the truth that waits in Dixie. The wind don't move, the night don't break, it just watches every step you take. And every breath I tried to keep felt like it sank too far, too deep. The devil waits in Dixie tonight, in the heat, in the dust, out of sight. Every sin you thought was gone finds you where you don't belong. Oh, I tried to leave it far behind, but you can't outrun your own damn mind. And every road I take runs quick back to where he waits in Dixie. I found the crossroads just past the trees, where the air don't move and the world won't breathe. No sign, no mark, just open land, and something watching where I stand. A figure rose from the southern dark, not fire, not flame, just a quiet spark. He tipped his hat, said not a word, but everything in me was heard. No deal was made, no hand was shook, just a glance that felt like a hook. And in that moment, cold and slick, I knew why he waits in Dixie. It ain't about a soul you sell, a stories people like to tell. It's every choice you let remain, every quiet creeping stain. The South don't burn, it doesn't scream, it holds you in a living dream, where every truth you try to bury comes back slow. Now I don't drive, I don't run, I just walk where it's begun, through fields that whisper low and sick, where the devil waits in Dixie. And if you ever cross that line where heat and shadow intertwine, don't stay too long, don't look too deep, or you'll wake what Dixie keeps. The cicadas scream, the night don't end, the past don't break, it only bends, and I remain where truth runs thick, where the devil waits in Dixie.